This episode is brought to you by the Detroit Natural Hair Expo. The Expo presents The Block Party, July 22nd, 2023. The party starts at 11 a.m. You can get your tickets today at Eventbrite. We hope to see you there. Now let's get into this episode. Okay, welcome everyone back to a Notch Higher Living YouTube channel, where the space is created and the environment is cultivated, where healthy relationship skills can be learned, developed, practiced, so that they can ultimately thrive. Once again, we are coming back with another wonderful, extremely talented, and vibrant person. Her name is Latrice Farris. Welcome, Latrice.
Hi, thank you, Jasmine.
Excellent. I'm grateful to have you on the show today, and it's been a long time coming. So I'm grateful for us to get into this conversation. How are you today?
Good, and thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. So thank you for this opportunity. I am well. How are you?
I am doing well too. Well, thank you. You're welcome. Excellent. So first off, we met, and I will always give her a shout out, Monica Marie Jones, the coaching at the Cochran House. Woo, woo, woo.
Wonderful lady.
Wonderful lady, wonderful establishment. That is where we actually met and we connected. And you were wearing a hairstyle. And I was like, oh, that's really, really nice. And you gave me the information to that hairstyle. And you also, I learned after that you actually own your own product line, and you create and develop your own product line. So after a while, we've had conversations, and I said, I want to interview you on my YouTube channel, and you were open to it. So I wanted to get right in because, again, healthy relationship skills, they can vary for a lot of different areas in our life. What you would specifically connect with the healthy area is the physical, because our hair is physical. There's a lot. I'm a Black woman. You're a Black woman. There's a lot that is underneath our hair. But I wanted to know, and can you share with the viewers how you entered the world of hair care? What's your story?
Yeah, so I am a hairstylist. So of course, I'm doing hair. The long story short, with that, it stemmed from doing my clients, and they are like experiencing or noticing certain scalp conditions like dryness, dandruff, itchiness, and things like that. And most of them would bring in products that were prescribed to them or just recommended to them through whatever source. And I noticed the products weren't really working. I'm not going to say working. It was more so the condition was still there over a period of time. And because of me, this is like a personal thing with me. I'm always looking for a long-term solution. I'm always looking for a way to how can we fix this, whatever it is, right? And so for that reason, in addition to me kind of being on my health journey of looking for my personal lifestyle, healthy ways and natural ways to heal the body and things like that, I started researching their conditions and then researching natural ways to treat it, heal it, repair it, whatever the case was. And so from there, that's what happened. I started going home, researching, finding different ingredients, mixing them up together in the kitchen, bringing them back into the salon, trying them on their hair. And the feedback was awesome. They're nice. Like, oh, I like it. I like the smell, and there were times where I wouldn't even use it. And they're like, you didn't do the treatment. So that was the first product. That was actually the pre-wash. That's how the pre-wash was developed. For those scalp conditions. And then the other products, actually, the shampoo and the conditioner came after that, because now it's like, okay, we have the pre-wash. What shampoo will complement this pre-wash? So again, it was the same process, going through the steps of researching, shampoo ingredients and things to use, natural ways to, create these products, formulate them. And then I wanted a product that was not just good for the hair, but, safe for the body as well. Because, when you're shampooing and your scalp is wet and everything, your pores are open. So essentially that's getting into your body. So that's how Farris Hair Care was developed.
Wow, wow. I love that story and thank you for sharing because like you said, um, it came because of something that was connected with you, but it evolved into that because of the condition and your investigation skills. Investigation
Yes.
skills. I love it. I love it. Wow. So one thing that I hear is that we have an alignment. I have a healthy by design philosophy, meaning like I understand that life doesn't just happen to become healthy in of its own. And healthy hair is something, as you just walked us through that story, I love how you connected, how you realized that the body and your health journey that was connected as well. What are do you think as a health or a hairstylist, what are some scenarios that you have gleaned um, from the healthy hair journey and like having a healthy lifestyle? Because it sounds like there's some transferable lessons that maybe can be picked up from that.
It is. For me, as we all know, everything starts within. Beauty is
Hmm.
from within, health is from within. So I just feel like whatever it, you have to be intentional about your health. I always think back to, like, I look at pictures, right? I'm always in this space like, oh, I need to lose weight, or I wish my stomach was flatter and things like that, right?
Yes.
And I look at pictures from when I was younger and my stomach was flatter, I was smaller, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was intentional about my health back then,
Yes.
because I wouldn't have to work as hard, or it wouldn't be as hard to get to where I feel like I want to be, right? So to me, it's all about being intentional. You have to be intentional about your health overall. And then, although the hair is physical, we see it on the surface,
Hmm.
the health of the hair, the bulb of the hair, the life of the hair is on the inside. So, what
Hmm.
we're putting in our body is affecting our hair. The stress, that's going on in our bodies is affecting our hair, like our health conditions. Um, Usually, the last indicator of that something is going on with your hair, your health, is your hair.
Got it.
So I feel like that's the transferable lesson, or the transferable um, idea to grasp, is just to
Hmm.
be intentional about what's going on internally. That's like my thing all the time. I always try to just take it back within, whatever it is that's going on with me.
No, that makes a lot of sense. And like you said, it starts from within. So I'm grateful how you and your expertise talked about the bulb of our hair, where it's like that is something connected, where whatever's happening inside, the end of our hair will project it, so to speak, or it will
Mhm.
show that. Wow, that's really interesting too, because that's not how we often look at it. I'll be very transparent and say, like, oh, I want that hairstyle. That's all I think about. Or I want my hair to look like that. Or and even with my health, I like you said, physically, I want to look like that. But
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all within. And so when the hair comes out of the scalp,
Mhm.
it's technically dead hair. That's why it's important to keep it moisturized and everything, because once it dries out, it starts breaking and everything. Kind of reminds me of a rose or some type of flower that you pull away from its stem, its root, and now you have it in a bouquet, in a vase, and with water, right? As long as it's getting that water, it's
Mhm.
still alive, it's blooming. But as soon as that water dries out, then it's drying. Or so as soon as the water is gone,
It's gone.
it dries out. And what happens? The petals start falling off, they
Right.
start breaking up and things like that. So that's the same with our hair. You want to kind of keep it hydrated and keep it moisturized, because
Hmm.
once, yeah, basically, yeah. So,
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
yeah.
Yes, like that moisture, or that moisture is important. It's life to the hair, to
Mhm.
the rose. So no, that's awesome. You mentioned the pre-wash, the shampoo,
Uh-huh.
the conditioner that you have. Do you have any other products that you can actually share, or like you can point us to? I will have your information, but like, do you have anything that you can share with us for your product line through your product line?
Yeah, so Currently, there's 4 products on the website or on the
Okay.
market that's available. So yes, it's the pre-wash, the shampoo, the conditioner, and then there's a hydrating oil.
Okay.
But I just developed another oil that
Okay.
is a beard and hair oil. So the
Okay.
hydrating oil that we currently have is kind of is stimulating. So it has like the minty peppermint, feel. So it's gonna get in there. It's more of a medicinal feel, when you put it
Got
on
it.
your scalp and everything.
Hmm.
Now this I do have a bottle. It's not available on the website just yet, but it will be. And this
Okay.
is our
There you have it.
Moroccan.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
So
bottle
it's
too.
the hair and beard oil.
Okay.
Yeah, Moroccan sun, but it's a very soft oil with, some great products in there or oils in there that's good for moisture and, has some other health benefits in it as well.
Nice. So you heard it here first. Congratulations. And
Thank
when
you.
when do you think that will be coming out on the market, or that's still in R&D phases?
No, it's actually gonna be available on the market in June. Yeah.
Nice. I love it.
So we've had some. So we have subscribers.
Okay.
Of course, you get subscribers through your website.
Hmm.
So when they made purchases throughout the month of April and May, they were able to get samples of the oil.
Nice.
Yeah, so they were actually able to try it out before it actually made it on the market. So yeah, it'll be available for purchase in June.
Wow. Well, congratulations. So that'll be your fifth product that you have.
Yes,
That's
yes.
exciting. How do you feel about that? Like, what is, from the start till now, how does that make you feel with your hair care line?
It feels good. I feel like somebody made a joke like, "Oh, those are your babies." So it
Yeah.
does feel like, that whole birthing process,
Hmm.
from the beginning to the end where it was never thought of at first until
Sure.
I started, witnessing those scalp conditions. Then it, became a concept that turned into, a physical product and then it multiplied. so
Right.
um, yeah,
Wow.
it feels good, and it feels good because right now I am. They are homemade, handcrafted products, so it also feels good because I know exactly what's in the products. I
Hmm.
know the the integrity behind keeping the natural ingredients,
Yes.
maintaining the integrity of the natural ingredients, and just the efforts that's put into making sure that a quality product is on the market and a trusted product. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, I want to say congratulations because again, you have evolved and your babies are growing. And congratulations. That's
Thank
exciting.
you.
That's exciting. What what is your vision? Do you have a vision for this hair care line? Where would you like to see? I would say 3 years, maybe 5 years, 7 years, 3, 5, 7. Get loose. No, 3, 5, 7 years. What is your vision? Like you shared so beautifully, it's evolved. Do you have a vision for where you would like to eventually have your hair care line move into, or can you share any of that?
Yeah, so ultimately, now when it started and just wherever it grows or evolves into, I want the product to just make a difference. We have heard a lot lately about products and chemicals that are causing health issues within Black women
Mhm.
and even with the foods and the chemicals that goes on that contributes to a lot of health issues. So ultimately I just wanted to make a difference. I want people to experience their hair being healthy,
Yeah.
because in whenever any environment, whether it's the environment of your scalp, the environment of your home, whenever there's a healthy environment, things are going to grow and develop in the way it's supposed to. So that's the ultimate goal there or focus. And then I would like to see the products in hotels, in
Oh,
hotel chains.
nice.
Yeah, that's that's the ultimate after, making a difference and people being able to experience healthy, truly healthy hair. Yeah, in a hotel chain.
Now, do you want it to be, because I know when I go to a hotel, they have, the sample. So do you want it to be that version? And I only ask because I'm like, they should get with a black owned business, because while I'm not going to use this, it would be nice for them to have it. Or did you want like in their store? So I just want to clarify.
No, in the rooms, because some people use it. I have used some of the
Yes.
things in hotels,
Mhm.
and some people use the shampoos. I just feel like, yeah.
Yes. No, I
Mhm.
agree. People use the shampoos. What I'm saying is that I know I wasn't going to use that one particularly.
That one,
I was
right.
just like, it seems like somebody should be able to, get their product line in here. So no, that would be fabulous if you would.
Yeah, that's what I want.
So, this is a place, and you said something about healthy environments. I think that's the importance that I want to glean from what you just said. So I'm hoping that, as it's been said out loud, that this is a healthy enough space for
Yes, it
there to be
is.
movement for your vision, and for that to be something that's a reality or made a reality. Because I want to say it was, oh, was it earlier this year? Because I did stay. A friend came into town, and I was helping with some of the things that she was doing for a class. So I stayed at a hotel, and I was just like, seems like someone could get like, you know, product lines for people of color, especially,
Mhm.
but to hear you say that, and okay, we're going to put that out there, and then we're gonna
Yes.
watch you. Yes, we're going to watch you. Yes, do some things. And you know what? I'll say this right now, what you've done, again, it's been wonderful to hear you share your story. And I want to thank you again for sharing it, because I think sometimes we only applaud when people get to a certain level. The story that leads them to that level is just as important. So I want to thank you for acknowledging the environmental changes and the internal, changes that need to happen sometimes so that we can get to our healthy state.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that and recognizing it. I
Mhm.
appreciate it.
You are.
A lot of times we don't, we kind of just, when you're in it, you're just in it, and that pull and that push, you don't think about it or see it the way other people may see it, but you just know, like, I have to keep going, kind of like a parent. Like,
Mhm.
you hear mothers all the time kind of beat themselves up sometimes, like, oh, I should have did this, or why didn't I? And the other person's like, oh, you're doing a great job. Your child is, they're just giving them all this admiration. So thank you, for seeing what you see, in Farris Hair Care and even in me, because, like I said, it's just a daily, move or a daily strive to just make a difference.
Yes. And you're making a difference. Just keep going, ma'am. Keep going.
Thank
So,
you.
what is the way, how is the way that people can connect with you? Like, either if they're in the Detroit area, or your website, connecting with your products. How can they connect with you?
Yeah, so most definitely, the main way to connect is through, as we all use social media, of course. We have two social media handles so far, as Instagram and Facebook. Both are Farris Hair Care on either platform.
Okay.
But we have the website at farrishaircare.com. And then we have our email if you want to email us and anything a little more direct. It's info@farrishaircare.com.
Okay.
And then there's a telephone number that we have that you can text or call. And that's 586
Okay.
580 1733.
Awesome. We will have all of this in the description links so that people
Okay.
can contact you whenever they need to. So I think I want to ask you one final question. I asked and I alluded to it. So I want to go from a different part of it, because as a natural or as a hair care stylist and an experienced hair care professional, I asked you transferable skills with life. So, one thing that you decided to do as you looked at the condition of healthy hair or the conditions that your clients were coming in with. I'm going to ask you now about healthy hair. What are some specific scenarios? You gave us moisture first. What are some specific scenarios, or not scenarios, steps that people can take to have healthy hair? Like you said, moisture and the condition of our scalp. But what are some things that you can see or that you notice that people need to look at to have healthy hair?
So I'm going to repeat myself because I can't stress it enough. Again, it goes to what you're consuming on the inside, because what's in our body, our blood and everything, is going to that bulb of the hair. So I'll start with that.
Okay.
Our diet is very important. Fruits and vegetables, but berries are really good. Foods with omega fatties in it are good for the hair. And then after that, stress definitely. So my thing is, I heard someone say they don't manage stress, they eliminate it. So that's my thing now, is to try to eliminate stress as much as possible.
Okay.
So exercising. So if you get physical, do physical things
Nice.
that will circulate your blood and get it, pumping and get that, healthy blood flowing through the body. So that's going to help.
Okay.
And then when we talk about the hair, definitely you don't want tension on the hair. I know braids and everything works well for us as Black women, especially in the warmer months or warmer climates. But you definitely want to be mindful of the amount of tension that you're putting on your hair.
Okay.
Um, yes, and then the less you can do to your hair, the less you bother your hair, the
Okay.
better.
So less manipulation.
Yeah, that minimize manipulation.
Okay.
Okay. We talked about moisture and keeping it hydrated. And it's important for us to, either tie our hair up or, sleep on pillowcases that have, the satin, the silk,
Okay.
that won't cause a lot of friction on our ends and things like that. Because the
Okay.
friction is what'll cause like the split ends and things.
Okay. Okay. So again, you have reiterated from the inside out, health is born. It's not from the outside in. So thank you
Exactly.
for providing all of those things. So if anyone is interested in Latrice's hair care line, her products, or her services, please check out her information in the description box. And um, I would like to have you share any final remarks that you have. You've given us your vision as a healthcare professional and expert. What is something that you would like to share with people who don't think that having healthy hair is possible for them? And giving them encouragement. Just say I'm your client and it's just like, oh, Latrice, I don't think I can do all of those things. I don't think I can change my diet, fruits and veggies. I mean, sometimes. What would you say to the person who thinks that, oh, I'm just going to get another X, Y, or Z style and I'm not going to even bother my hair? What would you say to me?
I would tell you, I would want first to know, like, see, I would ask you why. Like,
Okay.
why do you feel like that?
Okay.
Because now we have to find out why, and then we can address it from there. But I would tell you you can, because you can. Anything can be turned around. You just have to what's important? Like, what is your issue with your hair? Is it time consuming for you, too time consuming for you to, do all those things?
Mhm.
Is it that, when you get it styled, it doesn't last, whatever it is, okay, then we're going to address that first
Got it.
and then go into all of the exercise, hydration, and things like that. So Anything can be achieved. Anything can be done. We just need to start with, and that's why I love to just kind of take that individual approach, because there's no one way, there's no cookie cutter approach to, like, ultimately, yeah, the goal is healthy hair, but for each client, like, this is how I end up becoming friends with my clients,
Okay.
because each client is like, okay, we have to take a different approach. What's the path for you may not be the path for the other person.
Got it.
However, it can be achieved. So if it's your time, then okay, we're gonna figure out how to add in, some time and remove something else. But um, the hair, because we love our hair. I mean, that's a telltale right there. We
That's
change
it.
our hair all the time.
Yep.
We have different styles. We love it.
Yeah.
It's just that somewhere along the way we got discouraged. And then don't compare your hair to anyone else's. We all have different textures, which makes us all unique. Someone may have a silky texture, and to you, they may be able to get a straight bouncy look, but
Hmm.
sometimes they complain because that doesn't last. They can't hold a curl, whereas a thicker texture can hold that curl. So
Right.
the one thing I would say too is don't compare it to anyone else. Like, really, again, look within. We're going to embrace what it is about you. We're going to embrace everything about Jasmine in this moment, so that we can get you on your healthy path, because it's not about anyone else.
Mm,
It's all about being healthy, and being healthy. Everything in life plays in concert together. So
most definitely.
if you want to be healthy mentally, you're going to need to, we're going to be healthy mentally, physically. Our hair is going to be healthy. Our emotions are going to be healthy.
Yes.
So we're just going to address whatever it is that is the issue for that individual person. I hope I answered the question,
You
but
answered it beautifully. Honestly, it was so perfect because, too, again, what you just said, we kind of generalize our health sometimes, but your individual approach and style in answering it you started with to say, first I will ask why. So you didn't just start rattling off information. So that was perfect. I think sometimes we want to go straight to health, but not look at the underlying cause or what that root cause is, why we're doing what we're doing. So it was perfect. Like I felt in a space again that's created so healthy relationship skills. I think relating with ourselves, with our hair, as it relates to our hair, as it relates to other things, it has to be learned. It's developed. So with a professional, the only way that we can practice and for it to thrive, like with our hair, we have to have these conversations, right?
yeah,
And
definitely.
yes, so you answered it perfectly, and I'm actually getting more excited to be able to connect with you personally for my.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. I didn't want to just be rattling off, but it's like it's no one answer
Mhm.
for, each person.
Agreed, agreed. So man, that is how we're going to end it today because
Okay.
you really embody the creating the space. I believe and I hope that anyone listening to you would feel like, oh, I want to sit in her chair. You know what I'm saying? I felt that way because you seem to take that individualized approach and understanding like, okay, what's going on specifically for you so that we can do what you need, not what, somebody else. Like you said, not comparing to anyone else. So that's all I have. And I really thank you again for taking the time, sharing your expertise, and getting us on a path to think and to want to move into a healthy lifestyle through our hair, but from the inside out. So,
Thank you. And I do want to say one last thing about the products.
mhm.
It's not just for women. It's for
Yes,
the entire family. It was designed to use, so that it could be used by the entire family.
I
So
love it.
it's safe enough for the children. I have men that uses the products, the
Okay.
oil, the shampoo and conditioner and everything as well,
That is very important to say. So it's healthy hair for the entire family.
for the entire family.
Healthy hair care products for the entire family. I love it. I love it. All right, so there you have it, everyone. This is Latrice Farris from Farris Hair Care Products. I hope that you check her out and that you will look at the things that are going on the inside so that you can have on the outside the healthiest hair that you have ever seen in your entire life. And until next time, this is a Notch Higher Living YouTube where the space is created and the environment is cultivated where healthy relationship skills can be learned, developed, practice. So the ultimate goal is for you to thrive. So until next time, you have a great day.